Oh look. Hi everybody. I wonder if that was the problem. I wonder if you can hear my voice now. Um, I was talking and talking and talking in the last tutorial, and it looks like nobody heard my voice. And so I feel like I just wasted an hour of my time because I was too stupid to see that over here, when what you can't see, the little microphone had a little slash through it. So, I mean, you know, how could anybody hear my voice if I had the microphone turned off? So anyhow, everybody look and gaze at my Derp A Copter. You know, just in case you're wondering, I altered this livery and made it my own and made it all shiny and derpy for the Derp Your Hooves channel. And I normally don't do helicopter tutorials, so I'm actually just going to do a small flight here around Catalina. The reason I'm doing this is because I actually installed a newer version of this helicopter today, and I want to make sure that it works. So we're in advanced mode. Oh, and the autopilot's still there, so I know that all that works. So it looks like at least the installation was successful, and let's kind of go ahead and fly down Catalina Island today without crashing.
100 sync rate. Sync rate.
Oh, that's a nifty tune. The sync rate tune. I actually kind of like that. No, sync rate. No, that's what most of the aircraft do. But this one, it gives you a nifty little tune, like a jingle. You know, almost like, when your phone's ringing and you got that really obnoxious ringtone. Believe you me, I have obnoxious ringtones on my phone. As a matter of fact, they drive other people nuts. They're like, why do you have that on your phone? And I want to say, just to drive you nuts. Well, what does it matter what kind of ringtones I have on my phone? Let's see if I can find the map. Where was the map? I'm guessing that's the map. Very good. That's the map. I have some of the basics of the Derp A Copter down. It said my sync rate was too high. Did I ever tell you, though, that helicopters they're really frickin' hard to fly? I mean, it's no joke how hard they are to fly. They're like really hard. But to tell you the truth, this H-145 here that they have here for sale, because the 135 project is a free download, which is also a really good helicopter. But this is the 145 civilian version. You like how I did that? There we go. How high am I above the ground? So anyhow, the 145 is a little different than the 135. It's still a really good helicopter. It's actually a helicopter that's used in real life. It's not make-believe. Now, there is a little bit of that frame rate stutter there. That's kind of obnoxious. But it's better than how this thing used to shake like a leaf, because that was really bad. But I know it's not my video card. I know that it's actually the sim, and it's probably this particular model of helicopter. I'm sure that's a glitch that they're aware of and they're working on. And I'm not a programmer or a game designer or involved in game development, pretty much in any way. So I really shouldn't sit there and complain about, other people's programming and all of their hard work when there's a glitch here and there. Because for the most part, even though this is a payware aircraft, gee, I can't even talk anymore. They do a really good job with it, especially the freeware version, which is the H-135, which again is another beautiful helicopter. Now with helicopters, and this is actually pretty cool, See, you can rotate left or right, and I can spin all the way around. I can auto-rotate, which you really don't want to auto-rotate in real life, but in the movies it looks really cool. I mean, you ever seen that where they auto-rotate the helicopter? So then you look, and we're on Catalina Island, and there's some little houses down there. I don't know whose houses they are, or if they even really exist in reality, but, in the simulator they felt that, the houses should be there. So let's kind of fly a little low here, and fly along Catalina Island. Catalina, by the way, I've been here once. It's actually a really nice island. It's a nice place to get away. Great vacationing spot. Not too expensive for some. It definitely was worth the trip. Anyhow, so let's continue to kind of fly in our H-145 over simulated Catalina Island. And there we go. And there's the casino down there to our left. And why is it called a casino? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to spoil that for you. You have to go there yourself. More than just in this sim. 100 feet. So I'm 100 feet above. Oh, look at that, because it's actually recording the terrain. That's kind of cool. As I go over every hilltop. That's actually probably pretty important in a helicopter. Oh, look, and there's a baseball field, and there's the golf course. I mean, because I would like to land this. And you gotta be careful when you're landing a helicopter in a heavily populated area. Because not all roofs can support the weight of a helicopter. Right. But the earth can. That's usually some nice, solid, packed ground. So we'll come in, but we won't come in too fast. And you're coming in sideways at an angle. Yeah, well, I'll just kind of rotate here a little bit. 100 feet. And we'll make one of our turns, and we'll come in here. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bunch of pissed off golfers. You landed your helicopter on the golf course. Well, this is a very important business meeting, Bob. You missed the business meeting, and because you played hooky from work and you were busy playing golf, we had to come out here and get you and ask you about your TPS reports. And let's bring it down. Let's go get Bob. Bob didn't turn in his TPS reports today. This really is a nice looking helicopter. I'll tell you what. Now that I've dispatched the flying monkeys to go get Bob, I probably should open up the back door because we're hoping that he'll run into the helicopter. And then we can take him back and stop him from golfing and get him to fill out his TPS reports because they're very important. And you see I just opened the back door there, so when those flying monkeys do catch Bob, he'll be coming our way. I'm kind of looking around here, and I don't see Bob. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh, I'm just going to fill out those TPS reports. Anyhow, I guess he's not coming. I flew all the way down here just to find Bob, and he's not here. I think Bob's gonna be fired, man. beautiful town of Catalina and Catalina Island. Not totally how it looks, but it's pretty close. Again, like I said, it's a nice place to stay, and oh wow, all those people in their sunk boats. Could you imagine if your boat got sunk? Well, that's actually the photogrammetry or the photo whatever in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, that sometimes it has the sunken boats from the big images, and if you download some of the other scenery, some of the payware scenery and some of the nicer freeware scenery, there's fixes for that. But, we can deal with that. I'm just really bummed that I didn't find Bob today. So here I am, and I'm in my H-145, and there's pretty much the California coast. And I think we're going to have to land this helicopter back at the airport. I originally was just doing a microphone test because, like I said before, I was making a tutorial flight video about different aircraft, and I noticed the sound wasn't there. Well, I guess it wouldn't be Derp Your Hooves if I didn't do some derpy things. Like, forget to turn the microphone on. Wow, this is actually pretty nice. Still not a big fan of the frame skipping. And I definitely have a video card that can handle this sim, so, I had upgraded at least more than one card. And the one I have now, I forget what it is, but I know that it can handle this sim. So again, I guess it's probably something having to do with the helicopter and the flight model or something. But I'm still kind of enjoying this flight. I hope you are too. Not many people get to fly on Derpy's Discount Airways. Oh, you know what? I wonder if the glitch has something to do with the strobe light that I have turned on. It could be. Not really sure. It could. See, there it is again. It seems to only work. Well, it doesn't really seem to be syncing with the strobe light. I don't know. I kind of like the other model better. Better? Bettel's not even a word. Did you know that? Maybe it is, but not in the English language. But I did. I like the other model a little better, but there's definitely less shaking. Again, this is a beautiful aircraft for this simulator because Asobo and Microsoft didn't feel that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 needed helicopters. So, the H-135, which is not what we're flying the payware H-145. It's actually pretty good. This is one of the better helicopters for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I'm pretty sure you see that I have a video where I was flying the Robinson R44. A little bit of different flight dynamics. That uses an Airland FS flight interface. Somehow the flight interface is built in. It's a little glitchy though. This latest version's a little glitchy. I think I might want to roll it back. But here we go. And that's Catalina Airport, the airport in the sky. And let's land here on runway 22. I forget which runway we took off on. Oh, there's only one runway, by the way. But remember, there's always two runways on one runway when you're flying. Because it's all about direction, right? So there's runway 22 and what is it? Runway 6? So let's land how a real helicopter would land. Not how people think they would land. Now, I've seen helicopters land before on airstrips and at airports. And the one thing that I noticed was that they actually have to hover to parking. For the most part. Well, 100 feet, we're coming in. I'm not sure why this is. Like I said, I'm not really a professional pilot, but I'm sure it has something to do with, like rules and safety and everything else. And I mean, if you're going to be a helicopter pilot, then you probably really should be good enough to be able to, you know, taxi down the runway and taxi to parking. Now, I guess I'm probably a little too high and going a little too fast for taxiing, so let's bring it down. But again, I'm not a professional pilot, nor am I a professional helicopter pilot. Not bad, though. And let's bring it down a little bit. And then let's rotate left. I guess I touched the ground because I want to park my helicopter. Well, I'm not even on the runway. Well, I'm glad it's a helicopter, right? Let's kind of bring it up. And taxi in. Yeah, so that's what I was saying is I've actually seen helicopters land, not on helipads, but at airstrips. And I won't say where, but, they actually had to taxi this helicopter the whole way down the taxiway to parking. And it was really cool to watch. I know that, some airports you have to do that. You actually have to taxi down the runway or taxi to a certain spot to take off because they just don't want you taking off from the helipad. I guess they really don't care if you're landing on a building. And by the way, that's actually fun to do in these helicopters in this flight simulator because it's not a game. It's a flight simulator is to taxi down the runway. Oh, hey, look, if we look over there, let's get kind of close to it. That's one of my liveries for, what is it, like the T-38, the T-42, the trainer. That's the Pinkie Pie or Pink Menace version that I've put out there as we go by. And you can actually find that on Flight Sim TO if you're looking for aircraft liveries for that plane. Just a little bit about some of the other stuff that I do here in the Flight Sim community. I do make liveries. I do it for fun. Haven't done a commission yet. Not that I haven't thought about it, but I would definitely be picky on what I would accept. I wouldn't just take the commission on anything. And we taxi down the runway and we taxi through parking. And I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to taxi slowly to the hangar. Hey, did you know in real life there was actually another airport in Catalina Island, and they actually took the hangar from where it was piece by piece and reassembled it when they made this part of the airport, which is the airport in the sky. Well, see, my taxiing's not all that great. And down we go, and no more power. And there we are, Catalina Airport. So yeah, I wasn't lying to you. It's the airport in the sky. And they actually moved that hangar from where it was to all the way up here when they moved the airport and the location of the airport. You can always look up Catalina Airport and the Catalina Airport. You have the internet, obviously. So you can always look up the history on it. Again, Catalina Island, it's a great place to go visit. It is kind of expensive to charter a flight into it, but hey, maybe if you're a private pilot, you've been here, or you've flown in, or maybe you have the funds to afford a private charter plane into Catalina Island. I know that they do land here all the time. And really, again, this was just a microphone test, but I think I will actually publish it today. I want to show you something about the H-145 that I'm sitting here. Oh, this is by High Performance Group, sorry. This aircraft. And again, you can fly if you want to. You can find the H-135 by High Performance Group. It's free. It's a free project that they've been working on for at least the past year. And it's just as nice, kind of, as the H-145. Doesn't have all the features. The windshield wipers don't work. Don't tell anybody, but they don't work. And I'm going to do the cheat cold and dark. I'm not going to flip all the switches myself. And I'm really bummed, man. We didn't find Bob. What about Bob? I don't know. But we didn't find him today, and we have all these TPS reports to do. Someone's gonna have to do them. Damn it, Bob, you're fired. That's it. When you come to work, we're packing up your desk, buddy. It's not every day I get in my helicopter to go find you on the golf course, because I know that's where you are. Oh, end of flight, everybody. Thanks for flying with me.